Hi, welcome to this yoga at home class. For those who are joining a little bit later, my name is Albert Garcia, and today we're going to be doing a yoga flow that it's going to be all focused towards our legs and our core. So, just how we strengthen ourselves, how we ground ourselves. So, take it easy. If you need to take it easier, always take care of your body. If you have any injuries, if you have any pains, there is no need to push all the way. You can always adapt yourself. And if you feel that you are a little bit stiff, I would always recommend to have with you a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can always have maybe a chair next to you or maybe a book, something that can help you to have a little bit more support. Just remember to have some space to enjoy and to have fun with yourself, especially how you wake up your body, how you move your body. So always feel free to adapt and change as you need. So we're gonna get ready to start. Just make sure that you are seated comfortably. You can maybe sit yourself onto your heels, or maybe you want to take a block or start sitting onto a chair if that's something that you would like to, and find a comfortable seated position, maybe a little bit higher. And just take a moment to close your eyes and to allow yourself to slowly connect to your body and start to feel any sensations that come to you. Maybe your clothes touching your skin, might be the movement of the air or the temperature of the room. And let all those things be there in the background to gently start to bring the awareness towards your body. Feel your spine. Going from the seat bones all the way up towards the crown of the head. The crown of the head pulling you even taller and higher up towards the sky, giving more space for your breath. With every inhale, see if you can start by expanding the abdomen towards the front. By doing so, giving a little bit more space towards the hip creases. And with every exhale, feel the weight of the body grounding through the hips, through your legs towards the ground. With every inhale, see if you can expand the skin all around your waist, your lower back, your middle back. With the exhale, to soften your shoulders, soften your neck. Perhaps you can expand even higher. See if you can inhale and expand as well your rib cage, your chest, your collarbones. And with the exhale, allowing the muscles of the face to soften. Soften your jaw. All together, we are going to bring one hand into the heart and one hand into the belly. And take a moment to feel the warmth of your hands. Feel your touch. As well as starting to connect to the movement of your breath. How is your body expanding and lengthening with every inhale? And with the exhales, Gently release and soften. Taking this moment to bring an intention for our practice. And maybe an intention to help you with the day. If you need to work, if you need to do something specific, or perhaps just an affirmation for yourself if you want more confidence, if you want perhaps more clarity or balance. Give a smile to that intention. Give a smile to yourself, to who you are, to how you are. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. One more time, deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And one last time, deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Gently opening the eyes, inhaling, reaching with the arms up towards the sky. And exhaling, bring the right hand towards the left knee and the left hand back. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears, taking a deep inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhaling, squeeze the navel and look a little bit further back. One more breath, deep inhale. See if you can lengthen from the crown of the head. And exhaling out. Inhaling, reaching the arms up towards the sky. And exhaling, bringing the left hand towards the right knee, the right hand back. And notice here if you're falling backwards, or if you can keep your spine lengthening all the way above your seat. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Bring the hands behind the ears, expand the elbows towards the back. Taking a deep inhale to open the heart towards the sky. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone, bring the navel in and try to bring the elbows towards your belly. Inhaling, opening up, be gentle with your neck. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in, engaging your core. One more time, deep inhale to look up high. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel. Inhaling center, lower the hands down towards your shoulders, gently release the elbows, and start to give yourself a few circles, warming up the shoulders. Maybe you want to go fast, perhaps you want to take it slower. So really for yourself, just take a moment here, perhaps you want to make a big circle with your arms. Whatever your body needs today. One last time. And then from here, if you're seated down into a block, gently move the block to one side. We're going to pass ourselves into the hands and knees. If you're seated into a chair, bring yourself down to the mat, into a tabletop position. You're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, and let the body drop down. Inhaling, looking up for a big cow. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in, the nose towards your belly for a big cat. Let the belly drop, inhaling for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, bring the navel in and round the spine for a big cat. One more time. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in. Coming back to the center. From here, we're going to reach with the left heel back and up. Staying here in one long line. Keep the hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your weight even between your hands. Taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, slowly lower the elbows. Try to bring the chin towards the mat. Inhaling, coming up only from your arms. And exhaling, bend the elbows next to the rib cage. Keep your core engaged. Inhaling up. And exhaling one last time. Inhaling, pushing up. And then from here, exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose and make a big cut here. Stay one more breath. Try to touch your knee with your nose. On the next inhale, releasing up. And exhaling, lower the knee. Going to the other side, reaching with the right heel back and up. Create one long line from the back heel towards the crown of the head. Engage your shoulders. Taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, slowly bend the elbows, lower the weight towards the front. Inhaling, coming back to the center. If you need, just go halfway down. And exhaling, tuck. Inhaling up. Careful with your spine that you're not arching. And exhaling, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhaling up. And exhaling, squeeze the right knee towards your nose. Make yourself a little ball here. Try to spread the space between your shoulders. One more breath. On the next inhale, pressing the right heel out. And exhaling, lower the knee down. Now here, really ground all your fingertips into the mat. I'm going to tuck the back toes. I'm going to lift the knees just 1 inch from the mat. Make sure that you're not falling on your shoulders, that you want to press away from the ground. And then from here, lift tiny bit and check. Notice how you're engaging deeper muscles on the core. As well, you might feel it on your upper body, your arms, your chest. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Don't let the belly float out, still engaging. And slowly from here, lower the knees, let the belly drop. Inhaling for a big cow. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone for a big cat. Our last one here. Inhaling, center, pressing the hips back. And exhaling, opening for a downward facing dog. Our first downward dog of the practice. So allow yourself a little bit more space. Check if you want to bend your knees. Maybe you want to move a little bit your hands, or check your elbows or shoulders. And slowly from here, you're going to bring the feet together to the middle line of the mat. You're going to take a deep inhale, lengthening the right nose up towards the sky. And exhaling, bring the right knee towards your nose, coming into a high plank here. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, step the right foot between the hands, lower the left knee down. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. And exhaling, bring the hands onto the right knee and make sure that the right knee is more or less on top of your right ankle. Pressing over the front, give space to your collarbones. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone, allow your hips to gently open. One more breath. And going a little bit deeper down, release and open. One more. On the next inhale, bring the arms up towards the sky. And exhaling, lowering the elbows and expand your chest for angel wings. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. And exhaling, lower the elbows and expand the chest. One more time, deep inhale. And exhaling, lower the elbows, expand your chest. Inhaling up. Exhaling, bring the left hand down to the mat, right fingertips towards the sky. If you want to go further, tap the back toes and see if you can lift the left knee up towards the sky. Check that your right hand is not falling to the front or the back. You want to get it up, reaching towards your ceiling. One more breath. And slowly lower the right hand down to the mat. Inhaling, stepping back to the plank. And exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin down to the mat. Now rolling the shoulders back on top of your toes, inhaling for a low cobra. In this low cobra, you might want to stay low, or perhaps you want to lift your hands off the mat, squeezing the elbows towards the rib cage. Make sure that your glutes are engaged and your feet are pressing into the mat. One more breath. And slowly exhale, releasing down, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, pressing back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Going to the other side, feet together to the middle back of the mat. Reaching the left nose up, deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose. Keep yourself in a big round here in this high plank. One more inhale. And exhaling, stepping the left foot between the hands, lower the right knee down. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, bring the hands onto the left knee. Make sure left knee is more or less on top of the ankle. Press towards the front. Keep the shoulders above your hips. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone and see if you can lower a little bit further. One more breath. A little bit further down. Going with our arms, inhaling, reaching with the arms up high. And exhaling, lower the elbows and expand the chest. Inhaling, lifting up. Be careful with your neck. And exhaling, lower as far as is comfortable for you. Inhaling up. And exhale, lower. Inhaling, lift. And exhaling, bring the right hand down to the mat. Left fingers up towards the sky. If you want to go further, tuck the back toes and see if you can lift the right knee up high. Make sure that your left knee is not falling to the side. You still keep it on top of your ankle, pointing to the front. One more breath here. And gently lower the left hand down. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. And exhaling, lowering the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, hold the body down. Rotate the shoulders back, inhaling for a low cobra. If you want to go further, lifting your hands off the mat. Try to squeeze the elbows towards the back. One more breath here. Make sure your neck is relaxed and soft. And gently releasing down. Tuck your toes, inhaling, pressing back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Slowly from here, start walking the feet over the hand, one bit at a time. Placing the toes behind the wrist, bend your knees at the hold of the opposite elbows. Allow yourself to maybe give a little swing side to side. Maybe saying yes or no with your head. One more breath. And slowly release the arms. Tuck the tailbone, bend the knee. And start rolling up the spine one bit at a time. Coming all the way up to stand. Reach with the arms up high. Taking a deep inhale. Reach with the fingertips over the front. Try to keep the legs long. If you need, bend a little bit your knees. Reaching further until we release all the way down to the mat. Now bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. And inhaling, rolling the spine up one more time. Feel the movement of your spine. Inhaling, reaching up high. Reach with the fingertips over the front. Try to keep one long spine all the way down. Exhaling, release, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Inhaling, lifting all the way up. And then from here, reach even higher. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up towards the sky. So you can bring the weight towards your toes and lift your heels. Imagine you want to reach up higher. And if you want here, you can reach with the shoulders over the ears. Imagine that you are lengthening even further. One more breath. And slowly lower the heels down. We're going to come to the front of the mat. Big toes together, heels a little bit apart, Samasthiti position. Engaging for our first sun salutation. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling, fall forward, Uttanasana. If you need, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine, maybe hands to the shins. Exhaling, step or jump back. Chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking 3 long breaths here. And always allow yourself to adjust. So check your heels, your knees. If you need, maybe giving the knees a little bend. And see if you can reach with the sit bones up higher towards the sky. One more breath. On the next Inhale, bend the knees to between the hands, step or jump to the front, and exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, reaching all the way up towards the sky, and exhaling, Samasthiti, going one more round. Inhaling, lifting higher, maybe a little back bend, and exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step with your back, Chaturanga, elbows next to the ribs. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. From here, 3 long breaths. Check your hands, make sure that all your fingertips are pressing into the mat. Rotate the forearms over the front of the shoulders, away from the ears. One more breath. See if you can relax a little bit more your head. On the next inhale, bend the knees in between the hands, step or jump to the front, and exhaling, fold forward. Inhale, reaching all the way up towards the sky, while exhaling, Samasthiti, going further, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step with your back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. One more time, feet together to the middle line of the mat. Inhale, reach with the right toes up towards the sky. And exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose, towards this high plank. Inhaling, pressing back, reaching for this tripod top. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. We're going to go one more time. Inhaling, pressing back. And exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Now stay here. Take one deep inhale. And set the right foot between the hands. This time keeping the left knee up high. Bring the arms up towards the sky, coming into this high lunge. This high lunge, just make sure your shoulders trying to stay above your hips, right knee above your ankle, pointing towards the front. Taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, bring the hands next to the hips and see if you can tilt your body only halfway into one long direction towards your back heel. One more breath here. Feel the strength to the front leg. All together, inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center, pressing with the right foot. On your next inhale, lengthening the right leg up, keep the focus point. And exhaling, slowly bend the front knee and lower. Inhaling, reaching up high. And exhaling, bend and lower. Check your neck, your shoulders. One more time, inhaling up. And exhale, lower. Staying here, take a deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhaling deep. And exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling for a low cobra. If you want to go further this time, squeezing the elbows towards the rib cage, lift your hands. And perhaps you want to also lift your legs. Wherever you are, make sure that your glutes are engaged, that you are protecting the lower back. Reaching a little bit further. Making sure that your neck is safe, that you are not collapsing. One more breath. And slowly release the body, tuck the toes. Inhaling, pressing back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Take one big inhale. And maybe a big sigh, a big exhale through the mouth, like ah. We're going to go to the other side. Feet together to the middle back of the mat, reaching with the left toes up. Inhaling deep. And exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose for this high plank. Inhaling, pressing back. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose. One more time, inhaling back. And exhaling, left knee towards the nose. Stay here. Now take a deep inhale. And setting the left foot between the hands. This time keeping the right knee up. Same for a high lunge. Inhaling up. Now take a moment here to adjust yourself. Just notice if you need to maybe open a little bit more. The left foot towards the side of the mat. Left knee above your ankle. One more breath here. And exhaling, bring the hands down all the way next to your hips. And then from here, tilt the body into a big diagonal. Imagine one long line from the back heel towards the crown of the head. And making sure that your belly is engaged, your navel is pressing towards the spine. One more. With control, inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. And exhale, so you can lower it a bit further down, really press with your back heel. And all together, inhale, lifting up, lengthening the left knee. And exhaling, slowly lower. Inhaling, lifting up. Make sure that your shoulders have space. Exhale down. One last time, inhaling up. And exhale, lower. Now staying low. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhaling in this plank. And exhaling, lower chaturanga. All the way down to the mat. Now untug your toes, rotate the shoulders. Inhaling for low cobra. And if you want to go further, even more, leave your legs, leave your hands, and perhaps you want to reach with the arms all the way up towards the front. Make sure that your neck is not collapsing, that you're creating one long line through your neck. One last breath. And slowly lower down, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, inhaling, pressing back, and exhaling, downward facing dog. All together, directly bend the knees between the hands. Inhaling, step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samastiti position. Now close your eyes, take a deep inhale, lift the shoulders towards the ears. And exhale, release through the mouth. 2 more times, inhaling deep. Exhale out. One last time. Inhale, shoulders towards the ears. And exhaling out. All together, opening the eyes, bend the knees. Reaching with the arms up towards the front for a big Utkatasana chair pose. In this chair pose, you want to be able to see all your toes. If you want an extra challenge, try to lift the toes off the mat. That's going to make your body have to go a little bit further back. Make sure that your back is engaged, one long line, take a deep inhale, and exhaling, bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. Inhaling, coming back to the center, keep your hip low, and exhale the left elbow towards the right knee. Inhaling center, and exhaling right elbow towards the left side. Inhaling center, one last time. Exhaling left elbow towards the right side. Inhale center, and exhaling fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or come back, chaturanga. Inhaling upward dog. Open your collarbones. And exhaling downward facing dog. Going for our long sequence. On the next inhale, set the right foot between the hands. We're going to open the left foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Rotate the arms, building this warrior two. In this warrior two, make sure you're not falling to the front. We want to really spread the hips and legs and reach with both arms towards the opposite directions, looking towards the front hand. Taking a deep inhale. And see if you can lower a little bit further down. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Inhaling, lifting up high. And exhaling, lower to this warrior two. Inhaling, lift, lengthen the front leg. And exhale, lower, make sure the right is pointing to the front. Inhaling up. And exhaling, lower. From here, reach with the right hand to the front. Keep the hips low. And exhale, reverse the warrior. Make sure you are not pressing onto your left knee. You want to bring the left hand maybe towards the back. That's going to really make the engagement of the core a little bit more intense. Giving space between your shoulders and your ears. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Lengthen the right knee up. Reach with the right hand towards the front. And exhaling, opening for the Tita Trikonasana. If you can, stay floating here to really engage the sides of the body. If you feel this is too much, you will always take a chair or a block Place it down to the mat, or maybe close as well a little bit more your legs to give yourself a little bit more support. See if you can keep looking towards your left hand, reaching up towards the sky. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, bend the right knee. You choose if you bring the right elbow onto the right knee. Maybe you want to bring the right hand down to the mat or to the block. Reach with the left hand towards the front. And make sure that you are not bending your back knee. You want to keep pressing the left foot totally down to the mat. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center from here, close the right toes to look towards the left toes. Bring the hands to the hips. Rotate the shoulders, expand your chest. And exhaling, fold forward for Prasarita Padottanasana. Try to bring the hands down to the mat. And again here, closing the elbows to point towards the back. So you can rotate the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen your neck. And notice the weight on your feet. See if you're falling backwards. And if that's the case, try to bring the weight towards your toes. Allowing maybe the crown of the head to reach deep and down to the mat. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Bring the hands towards your hips. Taking a deep inhale to all together, come all the way back to stand. Opening the toes towards the outside corners of the mat. Bend your knees to this goddess position. And opening the arms to the outside. Keeping the palms facing down to the mat. If you feel that your knees are falling inwards, you can always close a little bit more your feet. Taking a deep inhale, we're going to open the palms up. Open your chest. And exhaling, round your shoulders, turn the palms down and open further back. Inhaling, open your chest, expand deeper. And exhaling, tug the tailbone and lower down. One more time. Inhale, open your hips. And exhaling, the upper back is rounding. Inhaling, centered, lengthening up the legs. See if you can reach with the arms towards the outside corners. Lifting the heels off the mat, keeping the weight towards your big toes. And here we really have to engage the center of our body, our core. Don't let the rib cage float out. Really stay in. Imagine you're wearing a corset. One more breath. And slowly lower the heels down from here. We're going to bring the weight towards the right knee, towards the front of the mat. Giving ourselves a little impulse. Then see if you can bring yourself into a half moon here. In this half moon, if you feel that this is too much, you can always bend your right knee. Or even use a block underneath your right hand, maybe a chair, whatever you have next to you that can help you have a balance. Taking one more breath, imagine you are lengthening towards every direction. And slowly, with control, bend the right knee. We're going to close, lower the left hand down towards the mat. Close your hips, lower the left foot all the way down. Take a deep inhale, stepping back to a plank. And exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And a big exhale. We're going to get ready to go towards the other side. So all this sequence, take your time. Maybe one side is different than the other. So always adjust yourself. All together. Feet together towards the middle line of the mat. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, stepping the left foot between the hands. We're going to lower the right heel down to the mat, parallel to the short side. Opening the arms for this warrior two. In this warrior two, again, make sure you're not falling front. Trying to open the shoulders, parallel with your hips. Expanding deeper. One more breath. Hands to the height of your shoulders. Maybe you can lower a little bit further down. Now turning the palms up. All together, take a deep inhale to lift up high. And exhaling, bend the left knee, lower for a warrior two. Inhaling, lift, look towards your left hand. And exhaling, lower. One more time, inhaling, lift. And exhaling lower. Reaching with the left hand towards the front. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, reverse the warrior. Check where your right hand is. You don't want to press your knee. Maybe you go further or you keep it to your thigh. If you want, bring it behind you towards your opposite leg or hip. Try to reach even further. Relax your neck. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, lengthen the left knee up. Reach with the left hand towards the front. And exhaling, opening for Utthita Trikonasana. If you need in this triangle, maybe a block underneath your left hand, or perhaps bend a little bit your left knee. You want to give yourself the chance to lengthen and open your chest. And as well, reach with your neck. Don't let your head fall or drop. You want to still be looking up towards the sky if that's possible. All together, inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling, center, bend the left knee. And bringing the left elbow to the knee. Maybe you want to go further down, bring the left hand down to the mat or the block. Reaching with the right hand towards the front, creating one long line. So you can open up the chest, rotate the right shoulder away from the ear, and check that your right hand is still pointing towards the front and rotating towards your face. So you're really engaging the rotation of your shoulder. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, and exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhale, center, closing the left toes to look towards the right toes. This time, bringing the hands behind, interlace the fingers if that's good for you. Rotate the shoulders away. And exhaling, fold forward for a deeper Prasarita. Rotate the shoulders away. See if you can relax your hands. And check the weight of your body. See if it's falling back to your heels. And you can bring it a little bit more towards your toes. Check that balance. One more breath. All the way back into the center. We're going to release the hands, open the toes towards the outside corners of the mat, bend your knees. This time bringing the hands up into a 90-degree angle, lowering the hips for this big goddess position. In this goddess, make sure that your hips are not falling backwards. You want to tuck the tailbone and point down the sit bones towards the ground. Rotate the shoulders back, open up your chest. One more breath here. And inhaling, lengthening the legs, reach with the arms towards the outside corner. See if you can lift your heels. We want to really engage your thighs, pulling the kneecaps up. Keep the weight towards your big toes. One more breath. And slowly lowering the heels down. Now from here, bend the left knee, reaching towards the left side. See if you can give yourself a little hop, passing into this half moon. In this half moon, trying to keep the hips open, reaching up with the right hand. If you need, keeping a block or using a chair with your left hand. Make sure that your belly is not floating out, really engaging your core. And with control, slowly lowering the right hand down to the mat. Bend your left knee and walk the right foot as far back as possible. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. And exhaling, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale out. All together, bend the knees between the hands. Inhaling, step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. We're going to go to our balance, grounding the left foot, bringing the right knee up towards the sky. Holding the right knee with your right hand, and the left hand is on the waist. Imagine you make like a corset. And then rotate the shoulders back. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale, squeeze the right knee higher up. Inhaling, opening only the knee towards the side. And exhale, come back to the center. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, center. Now from here, opening the right heel, bringing the right heel on top of the left knee. Keep the right foot flexed so that we create this figure four with our leg. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, bend the left knee and see if you can lower first all the way straight up. Now take a deep inhale here. If you feel comfortable, try to fold forward. Still lengthening from the crown of the head, giving yourself more space between your shoulders, rotating down the back. One more deep inhale. And slowly from here, all together pressing down, reaching all the way back up to the center. Release the right knee without letting the foot touch down. Reach with the arms up towards the sky and press the right foot towards the front. Now here it's important that we're not falling backwards. We don't want to arch ourselves. We engage the navel in, press with the right foot towards the front. Take one more breath. And just for an extra challenge, swinging the right foot back, bend the left knee, and just bring yourself into a very short warrior three, hands in front of the heart. Just a moment here to check our balance. And slowly lower the hands down to the mat, lower the right foot as far back as needed. Inhale, stepping back to the plank. Exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly bend the knees between the hands. Inhaling, step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Then we stop the tailbone, Utkatasana. And inhaling, lifting all the way up. Samasthiti position to go to the other side. Ground the right foot. This time bring the left knee up high. We're going to hold the left knee with the left hand. Right hand onto our waist. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep inhale, lifting the knee up high. On your next inhale, opening the left knee. And exhale, coming back to the center. One more, inhaling, open. And exhale, center. And bring up your right knee. Again, flexing the right foot. Bring the hand in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling first, lower the sit bones down. Try to keep the spine in one long line. Inhaling here. And exhaling, fold forward a little bit deeper. One more breath. See if you can maybe reach further. And lower deeper. Now stay here. One last. On the next inhale, coming all the way back to the center. Reaching all the way up high. Expand your arms towards the sky. And bring the left foot towards the front. Keep flexing here. Imagine you want to press the walls away. One more breath. And now, with control, slowly swinging the left foot back. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Bend the right knee, coming into a very gentle warrior three. Taking a deep inhale. And lower the hands down to the mat. Lower the left foot back. Inhale, stepping back to a plank. And exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. All together, slowly lowering the knees down to the mat. Cross the feet behind. And gently help yourself to come all the way back to seat. Now in this seat, lengthening the legs towards the front. Reaching all the way up with your arms. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, fold forward for Paschimottanasana. If you feel that you cannot reach your feet, you can always take hold of your ankles, maybe your knees. If you need, even bend the knees. What we want to try is to lengthen from the lower back. It's better to stay a little bit higher than to crunch ourselves and suffer ourselves. So really take your time. This is not a competition. It's about taking care of our body. One more breath. And now on the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Bring the hands behind, about 20 centimeters. If you don't know where that is, bring one hand onto your hip and then lower the elbow down. Now we only swap the elbow for the hand and we do the same on the other side. Now squeeze the legs towards each other, point your toes, and see if you can, inhaling and lift your hips all the way up, making sure here that your looking up high. Don't let your neck drop. You're still engaging. Make sure that your belly is not floating out. You want to squeeze the legs more towards each other. Lift the hips up high. One more breath. And slowly lower the hips down. Bending the right knee, opening the right knee towards the side. Doing it one more time. Square the hips. If you have any pain onto your right knee, you could always use that block or pillow, place it underneath. Expanding first. And exhaling, fold forward, the same thing. If you need, bend a little bit your left knee, or perhaps just hold your ankle or keep your hands down to the mat. It's better to take our time to breathe gently. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, closing the right knee towards the front, and then from here, giving a little hug with the left elbow to your right knee, bring the right hand back, rotating the shoulders away from the ears, and lengthening the spine. So you can give yourself a little twist here, still engaging your navel, your core. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And gently exhale, release the right leg down. Give yourself a little shake if you need. Going to the other side, bend the left knee, lower the left knee down to the mat. If you need a little block underneath, and it's normal that one knee might look a little bit higher or a bit higher than the other. Don't try to force it, always give yourself space. Rotate chest, look towards your toes, lifting up high, and exhaling, fold forward. Maybe you can grab your foot, maybe your ankle or your knee. Again, trying to keep the shoulders square, facing down towards the mat. One more breath. And on the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, closing the left knee towards the front. We're going to hold with the right elbow, bring the left hand back, rotate the shoulders away, lifting higher. And see if you can bring the navel even closer towards the spine to give yourself a little bit more help to lengthen up. Still flexing your right foot, engaging your leg. And on the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And slowly releasing down, give a little shake to your legs if you need. We're going to go to our Navasana, our boat pose, our last core exercise. We're going to bend the knees, bring the toes, just hovering the mat. Now it's important here that we don't round our spine. We want to lengthen our spine and then gently come a little bit further back as far as is good and comfortable for you without your lower back suffering. Now here you can choose to keep the toes down. Maybe you want to lift the toes up, keeping a 90-degree angle. Perhaps you want to go all the way. Release your hands if that's possible. Otherwise, keep the hands underneath. That's going to help you to rotate the shoulders back and to lengthen up your spine. If you have any pain on your hip flexors as well, maybe bend a little bit your knees, take it a little bit easier. One more breath. And slowly bend the knees, bring yourself to the front, give yourself a little moment. Take a deep inhale. And a big exhale. And we go for one last round of Navasana, our boat pose. Coming back to the center. First, try to lengthen your spine. Bring your spine a little bit further back. Now choose where you want to go. Maybe you go further this time. Maybe you take it easier. See where it's comfortable for your body. So you can point your toes, opening up your chest. Just one more breath. And all together, slowly, so you can roll down until the lower back touches the mat. Still hovering all your legs and upper body. And gently releasing all the body down to the mat. Now bend the knees, bring the heels behind the sit bones. We're going to keep the feet hip distance apart, pressing the hands next to the heels. Inhaling, lifting the hips up high. And here, if you want to go further, rotate the shoulders behind the back and maybe interlace your fingers. Make sure that you have space between your chin and your chest, that you can breathe. The neck is long, the nose is pointing towards the sky. One more breath. And slowly release the hands, bring the hips down, rolling your spine. And slowly bring the knees towards your chest. And give yourself a little hug, maybe a little wiggle side to side. Before we go for one more time. And getting ready, bring the feet down behind your sit bones. Bring the hands next to your hips. Inhaling, lifting the hips up high. And again, if you want to go further, maybe rotate the shoulders underneath. And if anyone has the wheel pose in their practice and you want to go further, bring the hands next to your ears, behind your shoulders. And then take a deep inhale to bring the crown of the head down to the mat. Maybe you want to stay here, or maybe you want to go further. Inhaling and lifting all the way for the full wheel. Make sure that your head is relaxed, that you give space to yourself. All together, just one more breath. And slowly with control, if you are into the full wheel, lowering down onto the crown of the head touches the mat. They will roll the neck down, chin towards the chest, and all together lowering the back, bringing the knees towards the chest. Give ourselves a big squeeze, perhaps a little wiggle side to side, a little check. And from here, lower the left foot only down to the mat, all the way out. We're going to hold the right knee with the left hand and gently bring the right knee towards the left side for a gentle twist. It's okay if the right knee is grounded, that you're still releasing the weight down. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And release your breath. Just allow the body to slowly melt and soften. And slowly bring the right knee back to the center. And gently allowing the right foot to melt all the way down. Changing sides, you're going to bend the left knee, bring the left knee towards your chest. Maybe give it a little hug for a moment. When you're ready, holding the left knee with the right hand and bringing the left knee towards the right. And again, it's okay if the left knee doesn't go all the way down to the mat. Just really give yourself a moment. And notice here your body. Maybe looking towards your left shoulder. And gently helping the left knee to come back to the center. And slowly releasing the left foot down. Grounding ourselves, allowing the body to completely release for our Shavasana, giving space between the inner thighs, giving space between the armpits. If anyone feels tension on the lower back, maybe behind your legs, you can always bring a block underneath your knees. When you're ready, just close your eyes and allow your body to completely release. Shavasana is giving us the opportunity to notice how the practice helped our body. What sensations are different from the beginning. Maybe you receive some information and allow yourself to be open. If you notice any tension somewhere in your body, you can always make a big exhale and imagine that part of your body melting and softening. I invite you to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you need, to take your time to gently wake up when you're ready. For those who have to keep going with the day, I will gently guide you to come back to sit. So slowly starting to wake up your toes, to wake up your fingers, your hands, your feet. Or perhaps you want to keep your body soft, or perhaps you allow yourself to come back to sit. If you need, sitting yourself onto that block, give yourself a little bit more space. Take a moment to close your eyes. Allow the shoulders to melt down the back. Your spine to be long. Notice any differences from the beginning to now. I'm going to bring one hand into the heart, one hand into the belly. Take a moment to give a big smile to your body. Smile to your day, to your week, to yourself. Taking a big inhale through the nose and a big exhale out. If it's in your practice, bring the hands in front of the heart into a prayer position. Bowing the chin towards the chest, giving yourself a moment to show gratitude for who you are, for how you are. To remember that each and one of us is unique and special. Thank you all for joining this yoga practice. I hope your body feels a little bit more open and a little bit more at ease. Wishing you a lovely day. Namaste.